Hi, and welcome to today's practice. You might need two blocks for this practice and maybe just a cushion for sitting on right now or underneath your knees. We're just going to start in a seated position. So take a comfortable position with your legs, roll back your shoulders, sitting up nice and tall with the upper body, and closing down the eyes. Maybe taking one hand on top of your heart space, one hand on top of your tummy, and just feeling the breath underneath the palms. Pressing your heart space, your tummy into your hands as you breathe in. And then exhale, letting that breath go. Taking a couple more breaths here, just to allow ourselves to arrive on our mat. Settling more and more into our position with each breath that we take. Feeling your shoulders drop, your legs drop, your face soften with your exhales. And just thanking yourself for showing up for yourself today, for being here on your mat, for feeling your mat underneath you right now, for spending the next 30 minutes or so focusing on you, the sensations in your body, on your breath, on this connection that we've already started to form. So thanking yourself. And then setting an intention for your practice today. How would you like to feel? Just thinking of one word, the first thing that pops into your mind. And then take your palms in front of your heart space. Take a breath in. On your exhale, bring your chin down towards your fingers. Blinking your eyes open, raising your gaze. On your inhale, cactus your arms, open them out. Breathing into it. And then exhale, elbows together around your spine. So if you're sitting on something, you might like to take it away. Inhale as we push our heart space forward. And then exhale, rounded back, bring your elbows together, tuck your chin towards your chest. Let's take 3 more breaths. Breathing in. Exhale, closing. So each time we open, we're lengthening from our pelvis right up towards our neck. So you might like to even bring your chin towards the sky. And then on our exhale, we're lengthening through the back body. Last one, inhale. And then exhale, well done. Inhale, cactus your arms open. On the exhale, we're coming into eagle arms. So bringing the left arm over the top of the right. Either your backs of your hands come together or your palms, lifting your elbows towards the sky and drawing the elbows away from you. Breathing here, feel free to close down your eyes. So really pulling your elbows away from you, well done. Last breath here. And then this time, inhale, opening them back out. On the exhale, opposite arm comes over opposite arm. So right arm comes over your left this time, pulling your arms up towards the sky, your elbows up. And just remaining here for a few moments. Noticing any sensations in the shoulders. Keeping your spine nice and tall. Well done. And then releasing. Bring your right hand behind you. Lift your left hand to the sky. Breathing in. On the exhale, we'll twist. So just holding on to the outside of your right leg, twisting towards the right. Pull your right shoulder back. Maybe you look over your right shoulder. Maybe you just look towards the side in line with that right knee. And then inhale back to center. Left hand behind, right hand to the sky. On your exhale, take your right hand towards the outside of that left knee and turn and twist towards the left. Inhale, come back to center. Bring the hands up overhead, breathing in. Interlace your fingers. Take Kali Mudra. So your thumbs cross over, your index finger comes towards the sky. You hug your palms towards each other. So we'll do a little bit of strengthening and lengthening through the side body. Inhale here. Exhale, lean towards the right. So just a gentle lean. We're more focused on lengthening through that left side body. Keeping the knees plugged into the ground. Your shoulders relax down away from your ears, even though your arms are lifting overhead. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, lean towards the left this time. Same thing, subtle movement, opening up through the right side body. This time back to center on our inhale. On our exhale, drop the right hand to the ground and lean over towards the right side. Inhale, back up towards the sky. Exhale, lean left. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lean right. Staying here for a little bit longer. We'll stay for 3 breaths. So each breath in, we take our left hand overhead even more, lengthening through the arm all the way down towards that left knee. And then on the exhale, bending into that right elbow a little bit more. Inhale, back to center. Hands up overhead, reach up, extend through the back. And then on your exhale, lean towards the left. So 2 more breaths like this. Reaching with the fingers, try to find all of the space that possibly exists in this moment in time. And then exhale, maybe there's a little bit more room to bend the left elbow. Inhaling, coming back to center, and find your hands and knees against your mat. So tabletop position. We'll come straight away into a downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, lift your hips, start to pedal out your legs. Push your palms forward into your mat. Maybe move your hips from side to side. Maybe nod your head yes or shake it no. Well done. Bring your feet out a little bit wider. Start to walk your hands towards the back of your mat. Take a breath in, lifting up halfway, so straightening through the spine. Turn your toes out slightly. On your next exhalation, bend your knees, bring your hips down. So Malasana, either your feet are on the ground completely or your heels might be a little bit lifted off the floor. You can keep your hands here where they are for the moment. Just finding a drishti straight ahead on your mat. Drop your hips, heart space lift, straightening and lengthening as much as you can through the spine. And just a gentle opening or pressure through the arms onto the knees. Inhale, coming up halfway again. You can keep your feet as they are. And then once more, exhale, Malasana. We'll do that one more time. We'll stay a little bit longer in our Malasana the next time. So on your breath in, lifting up, lengthen, push your hips back. And then exhale, Malasana. Readjust your feet as you need. Maybe this time take your palms towards each other. Press gently with your elbows into the insides of the knees. And then lift up through the upper body. Well done. So feeling the sensations in the hips here. Maybe in the ankles as well, depending on how they're feeling. This is quite an intense opening for the ankles as well. So shoulders drop down, and we're almost trying to imagine that we're a turtle and our head is coming out of our shell. So lift up through the head. One more breath here. Then take your hands to the ground. Inhale, once again, lift up halfway, either with your hands on the floor or your hands on your shins. Turn your toes to face the front of your mat. Breathing out this time, bend your knees, fold forward. Take a ragdoll. So either crossing your arms or having your hands dangle towards the ground, and you can sway your upper body from side to side. Maybe nodding your head yes, getting everything nice and loose, or shaking it no. So yes, my day is going well. I feel good. I feel present here right now with my breath. I'm going to stay connected with my breath through this entire practice. Just giving my mind a little bit of a break as I just focus on one foot in front of the other. And then blinking your eyes open if you close them down. Take your hands to the ground. Walk forward into a plank. Breathing in here. And then we'll just in our plank, drop your hips without arching your back. So try not to have them hiked to the sky like in downward facing dog. Push your arms into the mat. Broaden again across your shoulder blades, just like with that eagle arm. So we're trying to push our palms down into the mat to give ourselves a bit more height in our shoulders. And then a little bit more into the wrists. So rock forward, come right up onto the really tippy tops of your toes. And then rock as far back as you can go as well. So opening through the wrists and also through the ankles. Inhale forward. Exhale, rock back. Well done. Inhale forward. Exhale, rock back. 2 more times. Perfect. Inhale here. On our exhale, drop your knees, come all the way down to the floor. Take your left arm out to the side, bend your right knee, keep your right hand next to your chest, drop your left cheek onto the floor, and then use your right hand to roll over that left shoulder. Right knee can come up towards the sky. Maybe you find the floor with that right foot. If it feels a little bit too much on your left shoulder, bring the left hand closer to your back, closer to your left hip. Option to keep your right hand on the floor in front of your face, or you might like to bring it behind your back. You can also keep your left leg straight or start to bend it and bring the knees together up towards the sky. We'll just stay for 2 more breaths here. And then let's start to roll back onto our fronts. Bring your right arm out to the side this time. Right side of your face comes towards the floor. Bend your left knee, push into your left hand to find that twist. Keep your chin tucked into your chest. Once again, if you'd like one of the other variations that we practiced in our last side, take it here. And just noticing those sensations, follow your breath. Just like with everything in yoga, in our movement practice, in our asana practice, we're thinking about our breath. How can my breath help me? Can I create a bit more space with my inhalations? Can I create more depth or softness or release on the exhalations? So see if there's a bit more space on that exhale to open your knee out even more towards the left side. And then inhale, come back to center. Hands next to your chest. Inhale, lifting your heart space off the ground. Roll your shoulders back. Take a baby cobra or a sphinx pose with your elbows on the ground, or extended cobra. We're pulling our heart space forward. So let's take 3 more breaths here, just trying to find a little bit more space in the upper body. In the front. Well done. 1 more breath like this. And then come back down. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Find your downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. From your downward facing dog, lift your right leg up to the sky, breathing into it. Exhale, bring the knee underneath the body towards the nose. Look forward, step your right foot forward. Plug the feet into the floor. Left heel is off the ground, high lunge. Take your hands towards the sky, breathing in. Exhale, sink your hips. Interlace your fingers, index finger towards the sky, breathing in. On the exhale, lean right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to lean left. Inhale to center. Exhale, take your hands to the floor. Lean into that right leg. Drag your left foot towards the right and lift your left leg to the sky for standing split. So both hands on the floor or both hands on your blocks. Don't worry about getting the left leg up as high as possible for this first one. We're bringing a little bit more warmth into the hamstrings still. So breathing in first. On the exhale, step your left foot towards the back of your mat once again. Turn your left toes out, warrior 2. Press through the feet, inhale to rise. Open up the chest, open up the hips, looking over your right middle finger. Inhale here once. Exhale, sit down into your hips a little bit more. And then straightening through that right leg. Inhale, reach forward, Trikonasana. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up. Use the hand on your right leg to help turn your chest towards the sky. And we're lifting our hips away from that right foot. Take a breath in. On your exhale, left arm comes over the left ear. So reaching the arm forward. Looking underneath that left arm. Take 1 more breath in here. On the exhale, we take our left arm behind the back. Either resting it on our lower back or taking it to the top of our right thigh. So Trikonasana with our half bind. Keep rotating your heart space towards the sky. 1 more breath like this. And then looking down towards the ground, take your hands to frame your front foot. Take your left heel off the ground. Start to drag your left foot towards your right again. We'll come into our standing split once more. Fold forward over that right leg. Lift your left leg high to the sky. Maybe you take one hand, your right hand, off the floor and onto your standing leg, using it to help you with this fold. Keep your left leg nice and strong, pressing the toes towards the ceiling. And then on your next inhale, we'll find our stork pose. So bend the left knee, bring it up towards the sky, standing up tall on that right leg. Take your hands out towards the side, breathing in here. Cactus your elbows. On your exhale, Elbows together. Inhale, opening the back out. Exhale together, well done. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale together. This time take your left arm underneath your right. Eagle arms. So take your eagle variation, either hands on your shoulders, backs of your hands or palms, lifting your hands towards the sky, breathing in here. On the exhale, maybe you wrap your left arm around the right leg, sitting down into your eagle legs as well. So elbows press away from the shoulders, finding something to look at. So your drishti, not on the actual arms, somewhere off into the distance, towards the left side of your arms. Well done. Let's start to unravel. Back to stork, hands lift overhead. This time breathe in. And then exhale, take warrior 3. Maybe your hands stay lifted over your ears or you bring them towards your heart center. Press your left leg back behind you. Look down underneath the nose, find a drishti here. And then step your left foot towards the back of your mat. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, lift your hands overhead. Interlace your fingers. Exhale, lean right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean left. Well done. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands down, framing your front foot. Tuck your toes. Step back into a plank. And then travel through your vinyasa all the way down or halfway down. Untucking your toes, take a back bend of choice on your inhale, and then exhale, coming into downward facing dog. We'll stay in downward dog for 3 breaths. Left leg lifts to the sky on our next inhale, breathing into it. Exhale, knee to nose, look forward, step your left foot forward. Pressing through the feet, right heel lifts off the ground. Take your hands up towards the sky, breathing in, well done. Exhale, sit down through the hips. Interlace your fingers, inhale to pull up. Exhale to lean left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean right, well done. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, take your hands towards the ground. Let's find our standing split. Drag or lift the right leg off the ground. Up towards the sky. Looking towards that left big toe. Well done. When you feel ready, start to release that right foot towards the back of your mat. Turn your right toes out, warrior 2. Press through the feet. Inhale all the way up. Windmill the arms up and over. Right hand back, left hand forward. Looking over your left middle finger this time. Take a breath in. Exhale to sink the hips. Straighten your left leg. Reach forward with your left hand, breathing in. On the exhale, left hand down, right hand lifts up towards the sky. You can look up towards that right thumb or up towards the ceiling, using your left hand to help turn your chest towards the right. On your next inhale, right hand lifts overhead. Reaching it forward, press your right foot into the ground. And then if this feels good and you'd like to stay there. Or trying to bring your right hand behind your back towards the top of your left thigh or resting it on the lower back area. And pull your right shoulder towards the back of your mat. From here, look down towards that left big toe. Frame your front foot with your hands. And on your next inhale, we're starting to lift our right leg back up towards the sky, standing split. So kicking the right leg up towards the ceiling, folding your tummy towards that left leg. Maybe we take our left hand off the ground and onto our standing leg. Looking towards that left big toe. Last breath like this. Hands to the ground, start to bend your right knee. Lift up into stork pose, right knee towards the sky. Well done. Take your hands up overhead, breathing in. And then exhale, bend your elbows, open the heart space towards the front of your mat. Inhale here. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, right arm underneath the left this time. Take your eagle arms, lifting them forward and lifting your fingers towards the sky. With your right leg, you might like to keep it here. You're starting to cross the right leg over the left, taking your eagle legs here. And we look towards the right side of our arms this time, sitting down a little bit more, lifting our elbows towards the ceiling, fingers towards the sky. Start to unravel the arms, unravel the legs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, warrior three. Hands to heart or hands overhead. Press the right leg back. Look underneath the nose. Find your balance here. If you come out of it, just come back into it. It's all good. Breathing in. Slowly step back with your right foot towards the back of your mat. Drop your right knee. Sweep your hands up towards the sky. Breathing in, interlace your fingers. Exhale, lean left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lean right. Inhale for center. Exhale, frame your front foot with your hands, tuck your back toes, step back into a plank. And then travel down all the way or halfway. Untuck your toes, find your back bend, breathing into it. And then exhale for downward dog. From your downward facing dog, come forward into plank, breathing in. And then exhale, press your hips back. If you'd like to introduce a spinal wave, rounding your spine as you come forward into plank. Bend your knees, start to arch your back, press your hips up and back, your head lifts, and then it drops again in downward facing dog. Inhale, keep all the spine rounded, including your head as you come forward into your high plank. All the way as far as you can go, and then bend the knees, arch your back, lift your head. Downward facing dog. From your downward dog, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee towards the nose. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg to the sky. This time, knee towards your left elbow. We'll start to twist our knee over towards the left side of our mat. You'll come onto the inside edge of that left foot as well. We can stay here with the right leg hovering, or we start to extend it out towards the left side of our mat as well. Left hand lifts towards the sky, lift the hips, fall in triangle. Pressing up through that right shoulder. Well done. One more breath like this. And then drop the hips towards the ground. Turn to face the back of your mat. Left leg is straight. Bring your right knee and bend it. Bring the right foot into your inner left thigh. Take your hands to frame your left leg, breathing in. Exhale, fold forward over that left leg. Inhale, the heart space, the chin comes towards the toes. Exhale to fold, well done. Inhale, start to walk your hands back towards you. Bring your right hand towards the front of your mat, in line with your hip. And then inhale, come up onto that right knee. Take your left arm towards the front of your mat. Modified wild thing. Press your hips forward. Left hand finds the floor next to your right. Turn to move into your plank and then push your hips back towards the sky. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, spinal wave, back to downward dog. Inhale, roll forward into your plank. Exhale, spinal wave to downward dog. Inhale to high plank. And then exhale, spinal wave, well done. Lift your left leg to the sky, breathing in. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. And then exhale, knee over towards the right elbow. Turn your chest, turn your knee, turn your hips towards the right. Come onto the inner arch of that right foot. Maybe you leave that left knee hovering or you extend it out. Right hand to the sky. Breathing in. Lift up out of that left shoulder. Press up through the hips. Keep a little bend in that left elbow. And then drop the hips down to the ground. Turn to face the back of your mat. Bend your left knee, bring the foot into your inner right thigh. Frame your foot, frame your leg with your hands. Lift up through your heart center, breathing in. And then exhale, folding over this right leg this time. Walk your hands back towards you. Lift yourself up. Take your left hand to the front of your mat in line with your hips and your right leg. And inhale, lifting up onto that left knee. Right arm comes over the right ear. Press your hips towards the right side of your mat, opening up through your back body. And then inhale, coming to sit back down. Take your knees into your chest. Roll onto your back so we're facing the back of our mat. And then taking your knees towards your armpits, opening the knees out wide. We can stay here for a moment, just massaging through the back. Move your knees from left to right. And then holding onto the outsides of the feet, come into happy baby pose. Outside of the feet or your ankles or the backs of your legs. Resting the back of your head on your ground. Pull your shoulders towards the mat. Drop your lower back down towards the ground if you feel it lifting. And then releasing the legs. Cross your right leg over the left. Move your arms out to the side. Breathing in, move your hips over to the right. And then drop your knees over towards the left. You can keep looking up or look over towards the right shoulder. And then inhale, knees back towards the sky. Cross your left leg over the right. Scoot your hips over towards the left side. Take your breath in. On your exhale, knees over towards the right side. And then knees up towards the sky again, breathing in. Uncross the legs, hold on to the backs of your legs. Maybe rock from side to side. Feel free to lift your head up towards the knees. Maybe kiss the knees. And then find your Shavasana. Open your legs out towards the edges of your mat. Turn your toes out. Take one hand on your heart center, one hand over your belly. We'll spend a little moment here just relaxing into our mat. Take whatever you need prop-wise to feel as comfortable as you possibly can. Allowing your body to relax, to rest. Enjoy listening and observing your breath. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana for a little bit longer, feel free to pause the video and restart it when you're ready. From here, we'll start to deepen our breath, bringing some movement through your toes and fingers. Maybe moving your head from side to side. You can bend your knees, bring the feet onto the floor, and then start to roll over onto your side. Taking a moment here. Giving your arms a squeeze or your side body, half a hug. Thinking about that intention you set at the beginning of the practice, that feeling that you would have liked to feel throughout the practice or at the end of the practice. Bringing it back into your mind, your intention behind your practice and movement today. And then starting to press your way back up. Finding a seated position. Take your palms in front of your heart center. Breathing in. Exhale, lower your head down towards your hands. Thank yourself. Your beautiful energy, the effort that you put into today's practice. Your breath for supporting you. Your mat. Your props, if you used any, or just for being there and knowing that you could have used them at any time. The space that you get to practice in. The practice of yoga and the teachers that have passed it along. Start to blink your eyes open, raise your gaze. Thanks so much for joining me today. Have a beautiful day ahead. I hope you can carry this feeling right now into the day and spread that love and peace and whatever feeling you're currently feeling into the world around you, into the people that you connect with today or the animals that you connect with today. So have a gorgeous day, and I'll see you at our next practice together.